back in Nottingham where I fought last March against Miguel Vasquez, so excited to be back, and yeah, can't wait to get in there and do my thing again.
Gary Cully on the button, drops Miguel Vasquez. He tries to get up, sinks to his knees. And it's so early in the round as well, but he's not going to make it. And it is a seminal night for Gary Cully. From Naas, County Kildare.
This was the world when I was a kid. A lot of people from places like this grow up thinking that this is the world. Do you know what I mean? If you grew up in Naas and you lived in my estate, it was, oh, you're from Serrano. Like, that was, you were nearly defined already by where you're from, like, do you know what I mean? Or what estate you grew up in, oh, you're from Serrano, you're not going to amount to anything type of thing, like, do you know what I mean? And I kind of grew up with a chip on my shoulder because of that as well, kind of going, like, I'm going to fucking show these, like, do you know what I mean? Spent most of my fucking summer holidays. I'm officially actually the all-time top goal scorer on this green, so I think I've got 157 goals or something like that. 2 jumpers. We wouldn't have been as high tech as they are nowadays, obviously, with their proper goalposts now. We just used our jumpers, but yeah, we would have played a lot of football on here. We would have played like tip the can, hide and go seek, like having fights. But yeah, this is around this area here is where I spent my whole childhood. So like I said, we call it the capital of Naas, but it holds a big place in my heart, yeah. Yeah, Naas is quite small, as in like everybody kind of knows everybody in Naas. Hey, Jar. This is where all my childhood memories were made. So yeah, man, I love this place. This is what we call the hood around these parts. But nah, I love it around here. Love all the people around here, and yeah, great memories. This is the old stomping ground here. This is Naas' old fire station. They built a new one up by my estate, and then this was obviously empty, so they moved in here. They've got a 99-year lease on it now or something, so it'll be here for the foreseeable. My dad would have been one of the first guys involved in this boxing club. The estate and the place where I'm from, I probably would have went down the wrong road and probably would have got myself into a bit of trouble if I hadn't have found here and stuck in here. So it was massive for me. So I think it can change people's lives for sure, you know. Keep people off the streets, and that's what it did for me. So yeah. But my family, like, I've cousin there, uncle there, cousin there, cousin there. Like, my family this is kind of our state, like, you know what I mean? It's cool. Yeah, I love my ma. My ma's the best ever. My mom, my little sister, she's 12. My brother, obviously 2 years older than me, very close to all my family. We'll come in and see if my ma's in here. We'll pop in and say hello. A lot of the stuff that she had to endure as well throughout my childhood, and she's escaped that in the last 5-6 years. Ma! Yeah! Hello!
Hello!
How are you?
Good.
Where are you?
I'm cleaning.
We've got Matchroom in the house to say hello to you.
You do not?
Yeah, we do.
Alright, okay.
Welcome, MTV.
Seriously, that's not even funny.
My mum and dad weren't getting on at the time, and a lot of domestic stuff going on and stuff, so I actually came here to get away from my house. So I would have left my house and to get away from all the bullshit at the time and come up here and train. So I would have spent, like, get in here at 6 o'clock, training started at 7, I'd be an hour early. Start at 6 and training at end at 9:30, and I'd stay till 10:30, like, you know, because I didn't want to go home sometimes. My dad was an alcoholic. Failed marriage with him and my mum, and ever since I can remember, they would have been having domestic abuse about alcohol and about his drinking, and he would have been in and out of rehab centres and stuff when I was younger. He passed away 2 years ago, but I haven't had a relationship with him for probably the last 10 years. Since I got, like, maybe when I turned around 17 and started realising what was going on. When I was a kid, I didn't really realise what was going on. Your dad is your hero when you're a kid and you don't really know, but when I turned maybe 16, 17 and started to realise what he was doing and what was going on, I completely kind of went against him and everything he did. And I don't drink today, I don't drink to this day because of it. But like I said, I'm grateful for it in a way because it brought me to here, and it made me spend so much time here and put so much work in. So in a funny way, I always look back at them times, and a lot of people might look back at them times and look back at them in anger or whatever, but I have a lot of gratitude for it because it put me into the position that I can put in the work, and it shaped me to where I'm at today, like, you know. I was telling the lads about the whole situation with Dan and all as well, so.
Unfortunately, it wasn't very nice here for a long time, and he's passed away last year, the year before last, from alcohol addiction, unfortunately, but sure, look.
She's obviously moved on and she's got a partner now and she's happy as well, so it's good to see that. And
that's funny, he's down the pub now. We're talking about alcohol. He's gone for a pint.
That's just Ireland, lads. Welcome to Ireland, but yeah, I'm kind of a home bird. So yeah, it's massive to me to be able to base here and to be able to train close to my home, and hopefully in the next couple of months getting to fight at home, which is a big dream of mine and has been a big dream of mine since not only I turned professional but since I've been a kid, so hopefully that's on the way too soon.
I have been at most of the bar when I wasn't well. I wasn't able to go. I had breast cancer and one or two that I couldn't get to, but other than that, yeah, I try to go. I don't like it, but I just go to be supportive, like. But even when he was amateur as well, we used to go up with Grandad and all, didn't we? We used to say Grandad never missed any fights.
One brother, he's 2 years older than me. He owns a garage there. He joined before me, and we were very close. So he was 2 years older than me, but we would have fought, like, and just that's what we grew up doing. And then he joined boxing, and I asked my mum where he was gone, and she wouldn't tell me for ages. And then one day she brought me down to the club. She was dropping him down, and she told me I was too young because I was only like 6 or 7 at the time. You were supposed to be 8 to start, and she knew the coach personally and brought me down, and he said, just leave him here. And I remember sparring the guys that, so I was too young to join. They said I used to spar the lads, and they used to have to throw their groin guards on so I could hit their groin guards because they were too big, like. So I've been fighting ever since I remember, man. Yeah, I grew up fighting, like, and I feel like I have that face that I've grown up fighting, you know. Since I've been maybe 16, 17, I won a European gold. There's the medal there.
Oh yeah, there it is. There, I have it hanging up in the window.
Yeah. Nah, I was like, I always look like a fighter, I said to him. Fucking lean back then, man. For kids now to be coming up from this gym, I coach kids in this gym, or I'm a part of the gym where the kids train, and for them to see me go and fight in Dublin, it's obviously huge for them as well. And I always try and say that to them, is I'm just like one of them as well, you know. I was just a kid with a dream one day as well, and put in the work, and it's possible. If you put in the work, anything is possible, so yeah. Like when people say manifest and stuff, like my mum read The Secret when I was a kid, like. Yeah. And I remember her like having notes and stuff about it. That's me manifesting them belts there, yeah. That's the exact belt that I'm gonna have. I like to say I'm the king of Serrano, but there's a few that might dispute that. There's a few around here that might dispute that, and we've had a couple of rows on the green in the past to see who the king is. I believe I've always come out on top, but like I said, I have an older brother 2 years older than me. He'll probably dispute that fact. There's a couple of heads around here that would probably say they're the king.
5%?
5.6. I'm so big, I'm 6'2", and I'm making lightweight still. But now the last couple of fights and the last couple of performances, people are noticing my punch power and how strong I am and stuff. So now it's just the knockout artist nearly. I'm kind of being known as a bit of a knockout artist, you know. I've got a mix of everything, I think, and people are starting to see that. I have like a first switch about 4 weeks out, and then in around 2 weeks out, 10 days out, I'll start to really go in. Like I can't really converse with people from about maybe 10 days out, because I'm just so focused. And once it hits fight week, then I'm just ready to go.
And don't talk to him, because the name Diva really suits him, doesn't it? Because when he's in camp, oh fuck's sake, don't talk to him for at least 4 or 5 weeks. I actually remember he wanted a turkey burger one day. He was in camp, and I went to put a bit of oil in the pan. He said, "What the fuck are you doing, putting oil in the pan?" I said, "To cook your burger in. You can't do that."
defeats the purpose of the turkey burger, doesn't it? No? Like I walk around a stone overweight all year round, and cut that stone, make weight. It's quite easy. I've always been tall, I've always been lean, but in the last couple of years now, especially since this gym is open, I've added a lot of strength and conditioning to my game as well, and I'm growing into the weight now, and I've got a lot of strength behind me as well, so it's exciting.
And it is all over in the space of around 35 seconds. Stunning performance from Gary Cully. It's win number 15. Truly stunning.
I missed it.
Yeah, you and many others. I spent 2 weeks after that apologising to people. People saying I was watching at home and I went to get a cup of tea and the fight was over when I came back and stuff. And
The last one that we were at, I was talking to a couple of English guys behind us, and when he was coming in, I said, "That's my son," and I started chatting away, and next minute, all of a sudden, it was over. I said, "God, I can't wait for this to be over. I hope it doesn't take too long." Next minute, man said, "Look, he's gone."
I start fast and I can punch hard, and if I catch somebody early, they're going down. That's not just me putting up a caption on Instagram. That's me genuinely telling you not to blink because this could go early.
It's like unbelievable, like how dedicated he is. It's unbelievable, like, you know, with all his friends when they were out partying and whatever they were doing, he was at home, and I used to be saying, "Sure, go on, get out with them, like, I'm starting to get worried about you, you won't leave the bedroom," but sure, all he wanted to do was train and box, which is, you know, so he deserves the payoff, like, you know.
Growing up in an estate where there's lots of trouble and it's easy to go down the wrong road, and especially with what I've went through and what I've seen, I could have easily decided to go off the rails and go down that road. My dad, before he passed away, had prostate cancer as well for a couple of years when we were still close. Mum had breast cancer, and it would have been very easy for me to be led down the wrong path as well, you know. But like I said, the places like boxing clubs and communities, that I can go and spend my time and put it into something positive, and it's shaped, like I said, where I'm at today. And yeah, like my big goal of seeing what I've had to endure and what I've been through is to change the cycle and to show my kids the right way, I suppose. Probably won't be the right way, but I'll do my best to show them what I can do my best, and yeah, that they don't have to see what I had to go through, like, you know. Make a couple of mil first and then have a couple of kids of my own, but yeah, nah, it's cool, man.
Like, it's not easy to parent, and like, he's a 12-year-old sister, like Leah, she's up in the room now, and he actually went up to her a couple of weeks ago. It was raining one Sunday and she was lying in the bed at 12 o'clock in the day, right, and he goes, "What is she going to do with her life?" Like, and I said, "Well, she's 12, what did you do with your life at 12? Oh, she has to be doing something, like, is she going to get into music or sport or what?" And I'm thinking, give her a fucking chance, like, here. But yeah, so I feel sorry for his first child anyway.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy on them.
No, probably not.
No.
Probably not. They'll grow up fighting too.
Yeah.
Right,
love you. All right, bye.
See you later. She would have happily had you in for a roast dinner there. Like I said, I've got punch power. If I hit these guys, they're going down. So that goes for any lightweight in the world. So if I catch Wilfredo Flores clean, I don't believe he's going to ever have felt a left hand like he's felt from me before. So yeah, I look forward to landing that shot and seeing how he reacts. Don't blink. That's about it.